你吃了吗? Which literally means, have you eaten? Well, if you've not eaten, today we are making the hot and sour glass noodles, which pronounced in Chinese is suān lafen. This is a super tasty recipe from a special city, Chongqing. Oh yeah, that's how it looks like. This is going to open a whole new noodles world for you, because it involves the use of some very particular noodles, sweet potato vermicelli noodles with a super silky taste, and they look like this before the cooking, and they look transparent like this after cooking. With this video, you're going to be mastering two main techniques: how to create the perfect soup base, and second, how to assemble all of these ingredients to make the perfect hot and sour glass noodle recipe, which is super tasty as well as good looking. Trust me, with very few ingredients and definitely a lot cheaper than what you will get in any restaurants. So let's get started here. So let's get these sweet potato vermicelli cooked a little bit. You just have to warm them up with some hot water. Chop some garlic, quite a lot of garlic. Peel some ginger and do the same thing here. Finally chop some fresh chilies for some extra heat and color as well. Green onions chopped too, and make sure you divide the white parts from the top green leaves that we're going to be using at the end for some extra topping. And after soaking our vermicelli in some hot water for about 10 minutes, look at these! So elastic and silky. Scoop them out and rinse them with some cold water and set them aside. A tiny bit of oil into a preheated wok and ready with roasting our peanuts. Well, if you bought the ones that are already roasted, that's good for you. If not, just do this. Move them around the wok so to avoid them from burning, and 4 to 5 minutes to get them nice and crispy. Now let's do what we promised you. First thing, how to prepare the perfect soup base. We need to get ready the following ingredients as to prepare the soup base for our noodles. Light soy sauce, great source of umami. Dark soy sauce for some color and sweet aftertaste. And most important ingredient is vinegar. Here you want to use some mature black vinegar, and using the one from Baoning, a place in Sichuan, will definitely be a plus. Or also a Chencu from Shanxi province. Then we need some salt, some sugar and water. The extra flavors are given by creating an aromatic spicy oil. Some chili flakes, some sesame oil, some regular oil, some white sesame seeds, garlic, ginger and green onions. Oh yeah, and some fresh chilies. Get a big tall bowl. Trust me, you need a tall one as the soup will be covering most of it. Pour in the onions, the ginger, the garlic, together with the fresh chilies and the chili flakes. Make sure you buy some plain chili flakes without any extra flavoring inside. Add some sesame seeds, a tiny bit of sesame oil, just to avoid the surface from burning after puring the super smoking hot oil. Now, vegetable oil into a wok and wait until it gets to its smoking point. Gently pour the oil into the aromatic base we just prepared. For a better result, you can divide the smoking oil into 3 parts and just pour it gently, each time mixing the aromatics properly before putting the second batch of oil on top. And quickly use a spoon to stir it a bit to make sure that the hot oil is fully absorbed with the rest of the seasonings. Now season it with some salt, and if you like, with some ground Sichuan peppercorns or Sichuan peppercorn powder. And now time for the vinegar, the light soy sauce and the dark soy sauce. Some sugar. Well done here! You've just prepared the perfect hot and sour base. Just as good as any street food vendors here in China. The second technique we're gonna be learning here is the final assembly. And since glass noodles are very silky, we need to balance this out with some other layers. Crunchiness given by the peanuts, or soybeans if you like, and some preserved mustard stems, also known as zhacai, coupled by some tender veggies that are going to be absorbing a lot of that soup. And here we chose some pak choi, also known as Shanghai green. Water into a wok and gently cook your veggies. Scoop them out and put them in the bowl. Take the glass noodles we set aside before and cook them into water for about 3 minutes. Scoop them out and put them in our bowl. Now you want to add some of the cooking water into the bowl, just enough to cover the noodles. See, these noodles give the best when paired with soups, as they remain firm also after being soaked for a long time. Oh yes, these are also great for hot pot. And here we go with the final garnishing, the real moment of truth. But before we do this, subscribe to our channel and also press the like button to show us some love. Because we love you too. Preserved vegetables, crunchy peanuts, fresh chilies and the green onions. So now mix everything very well inside the bowl and just redo the same assembly over again. And now look at this. I mean, just look at this. And if you like coriander, just go for it. I personally cannot stand coriander, so there was no coriander for me. This dish really used to be one of my favorite lunch options at university. And it still is. Wow! I can smell the sour notes in here, and with this much of chilies and all the aromatics, I'm really looking forward to it. So I really used to love these vegetables, and I will change these vegetables once in a while, just to make things more interesting, I guess. One thing, we need a spoon, because at university I used to have the suan lafen, and I would eat the soup together with the vermicelli. So usually these are served with much more soup, so feel free to add some more water inside. We just like this sort of balance between the soup and the rest of the seasoning. I cannot really stop eating this, can I? Love you. And now that we've really told you all the secrets, techniques we knew about hot and sour glass noodles, it is time for you to visit our website on www.chinese.shop, because we have some incredible regional collections of condiments that are going to be inspiring your next food creations. Authentic ones, yeah? And if you're interested in other authentic Chinese recipes, just look into somewhere here and just press those buttons. Eventually you end up there. And that's it from the day. This is Chinese, and we're connecting the dots between you and authentic Chinese cuisine. See you